Good morning, church. This is Kevin Duclairon. Once again, today is the last day of the month of August 2021, the 31st of August. And tomorrow I turned 50, the big 5-0. Wanting to catch you up to date with what's going on. Last night I was given opportunity to share the gospel again with downtown Portland. It was kind of like from 8:39ish to about 8:38 to about 9:08 in the evening. I was supposed to teach on Philemon after I gave them the situation, but I completely forgot about it and got carried away with teaching 1 Corinthians 5, 7, and 13. Afterwards, I was told that Satan wanted to give me a white snake, so I couldn't pitch the tent anywhere. I had to stay up pretty much all night. About midnight or so, I was on Morrison in that train right there on the edge of Pioneer Square Park, where you catch the train to go to Beaverton. And I laid on the brick there, and I think I might have fallen asleep. You know, I'm narcoleptic, and it's sort of like clinical death. It's not literal, the death of the body. The body doesn't stop breathing. It continues to breathe, but it is not alert to what is happening to it. In other words, a person can approach your body and assault you and do anything to you, and you do not know that this is happening. Anyway, that happened last night, probably between 12:15 or so, 12 and 12:30. I laid on one of the bricks there, sort of like a platform, like you see this thing here, and I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I knew I had been touched. And Gabriel was nowhere near, and whether or not she was in the area, and I suspect that she was in the area, but it was afterwards that I woke up. The man never said two words to me. The security guard had shooed me away from the Starbucks and was like, hey, you can't stay here. And I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. So I went to that one spot and sat there for a little bit. And then I moved around and went to the Apple store on Yam Hill. They had a bench there, so I sat there, used a blanket to cover up, and I was not allowed to pitch the tent, and I fell asleep. And she came out again, a second time, and I was awakened, and I thought, okay, here we go again with what she was doing. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, is this in response to my medical health, or is this someone's sexual issue with me? I wasn't sure how to take it. Then about 8:30, 8:50 or so, I was on my way to the storage, and again, Gabriel was nowhere around, except for she might have been on the intercom on the train, and I blacked out. Right as I was about to cross I think it's the Telecom Bridge, the big metal bridge, and when I woke up, I was in the back of the train, and I knew right then and there that there was a hit. But the only person that was directly next to me was this brother, and I didn't think that he'd have anything to do with that. And so I'm thinking, well, if it's not Gabriel, then it's pretty much the whole church. So anybody in the church can approach me and either pierce or cut. I even before I started this video here, I felt like a tinge of cut on my hands here, and I'm thinking, okay, is this Gabriel's doing, or is this now anybody in the church that can approach me and just give it to me while I'm sleeping to wake me up? And so it's one of those things where I'm scratching my head and going, I don't understand any of this. Even as I'm standing with you now, my heel is in pain, and I can feel where needle was stuck in the heel of my left foot. I can feel the cut underneath my toes. And so it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know where to take this, because I've taken it to the police so many times. Now I'm not sure who to take it to or how to resolve it. Right? I was looking for it in here, but it doesn't fit. I was reading Paul's letter to the Church of Corinth, 2 Corinthians, where Paul says, we are afflicted in every way, but not crushed, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed, always carrying in the body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be manifested in our bodies. And then he says in verse 11, for we who live are always being driven over to death for Jesus' sake, so that the life of Jesus also may be manifested in our mortal flesh. So death is at work in us, but life in you. So, we are acquainted in death when we are acquainted with Christ. And, I'm not sure if this is the Lazarus come forth thing that has completely changed and become something else. I'm not sure what this is. This is a mystery for me. This is new. It's been going on for years, but it's new. It's something that I can't. I don't find it in the text of scripture here because it's not outlined. There's the resurrection of the Christ, resurrection of Lazarus. There is Stephen having stoned to death. The word says once you're dead, you're dead. But then now what is this, right? And I just looked up clinical death and it didn't fit into what I'm dealing with. But anyway, you guys have a pleasant day. I wanted to let you know that it continued even after what I had done yesterday. There are other stuff that have happened, but why go into it? So you guys have a blessed day. Talk to you later. God bless.